I do have to say, one of the funniest fucking things I saw today was someone doing a play-by-play of what was happening in the closing arguments of the Sandwich Hero case. You all remember, of course, the case of the man who threw a sandwich at some ICE officers and then led them upon a merry chase. You all remember that. You're familiar.
Hey Jack,
Are you
should
not?
check out the interview Jack Smith did with the ACLU.
I might, but I gotta be honest, my interest in Jack Smith is very low. But thank you for the $5 dono. It's great, but he had his court date today, the Sandwich Hero, closing arguments in the case. And guys, this is incredible. This comes courtesy of Ryan Riley, who is a reporter for NBC. And it's incredible. This case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is about a sandwich. Closing arguments from the defense of the DC Sandwich Guy case are now underway. That's a direct quote. That's not... The quotes here are genuinely insane. So... Ryan Riley writes, defense says the officer's testimony was very questionable because he said the sandwich both exploded in a spray of mustard and onions, but also landed in its wrapper on the ground. And the defense also points out that obviously the officer couldn't have been that damaged by the act, because he got not one, but 2 gag gifts around being the victim of the Sandwich Hero. One of which was a plush sandwich, and the other was a badge on his lunchbox that reads felony footlong. And I can't believe this is real. If the sandwich didn't split, you must have quit. And the lawyer then goes, if someone assaulted you, if someone offended you, would you keep a memento of their assault? Would you stick it on your daily lunchbox and carry it with you day in and day out? That's a real quote. That's a real quote from this case.
Jack is only making light of this because she hasn't seen what that sandwich looked like against tank armor.
A ballistic vest meant to stop a bullet is definitely going to keep you safe from a sandwich thrown at you, argues the Sandwich Hero's attorney, which, you know, it's hard to find fault with that argument. If one is wearing anti-ballistic armor, it is hard to imagine that they would be terribly vulnerable to a thrown sandwich-based projectile. This is incredible. Quote, is it really that different from when your 8-year-old or your 10-year-old is in the middle of a temper tantrum? Are you physically injured when your kid throws a stuffed animal at you? No. You close the door and you move on with your life. Genuinely, the fact that this defense attorney argues in court that essentially these ICE officers are more fragile than any parent of a child, anyone who's been in the vicinity of like a 5-year-old.
It was an anti-material sandwich, actually. Tactical mayonnaise included.
God. The sandwich did not impede Officer Laramore's duties that night, Sandwich Guy's lawyer argues. Quote, a footlong from Subway could not, and certainly did not, inflict bodily harm. I can't believe it's real. I can't. Incredible stuff. Have we confirmed that the sandwich wasn't slightly spicier than a normal sub sandwich? Well, it did have mustard on it. Mustard and mustard and onion. So it's feasible that the mustard was of the spicy variety. Perhaps even the force of the impact caused some of the mustard to aerosolize, creating a kind of mustard gas. You know, in such a case, perhaps a this counts as the use of a chemical weapon against an officer. Who can say? I guess the jury will decide. God, I can't believe it. Dude was literally given a stuffed sandwich plushie to commemorate the event, and they're trying to get this guy on a felony. Ridiculous. ICE are a bunch of baby men. Bunch of baby-ass bitches. I can't believe it. So...
If they went for the pepper relish, and it sprayed out, does that count as a less than lethal round?
It could be. Could be, Paladin. Thank you for the $5 dono. Very much appreciated.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, being plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat